Hi, how are you? This is Yoga Stretch Fusion, and I'm Jennifer Wagner with Collective Wellness. Today is a standing only class. We're going to do a lot of balance required activities, so definitely get that chair if you feel like you need that for a little bit of extra balance. Please make sure to exercise within your ability, and if you experience any difficulty, please stop and seek a physician right away. All right, let's get started. Find a space, get that chair if you need one, and then meet me back here. And welcome back to Yoga Stretch Fusion. Today is standing only. And again, just a reminder, we're going to do a lot of balance poses today. So if you do feel like you need that chair, go ahead and pause this and then go get that chair really quick. Okay, we're going to start with mountain pose. Feet are hip width apart, and I want you to make sure your toes and knees, hips, everything's lined up. Nice and tall, your spine, palms open up, eyes gently closed. Shoulders melting towards your back pockets. Have you lift your arches just a tiny bit so that you can fit a pencil under each arch. And then gently pressing your big toes down like there's a penny underneath your big toes. Inhale. Building your breathing. Bringing that focus in. This is your gift. Inhale. Exhale. Maintain that center up through the legs, through your spine, to the top of your head. Inhale, exhale. Slowly open your eyes. Inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, pushing away. Again, inhale, reach for the sky. Swan dive down, hinge from your hips, bend your knees if you need to. Reverse swan dive, lift with your upper back. Again, swan dive, exhale, bend the knees if you need to. Reverse, inhale. Good. Arms coming out. You're going to sweep those arms up and around. I want you to imagine you have a big beach ball. So knees are soft and bent, tailbone under, fingers spread. Imagine that big beach ball you're holding on to. Chin is tucked, elbows up and out. Okay, you're going to start straightening your legs. You're still holding on to that beach ball. And then start to lower the beach ball down to the floor. Chin is still tucked. Legs are now straight. You're hinging from your hips. Elbows still up and out. Feel that through the spine now. Hamstrings, hips, spine. Go down as far as you can. Inhale, big beach ball. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and start to curl yourself up. Press your spine to the sky. Still holding on to that beach ball. Bring your ball up to the sky, reaching as high as you can. And then you're going to bring your right side up a little bit higher, and then your left side a little bit higher. Again, switch, lifting the rib cage, reaching beyond those fingertips. Right side and left side. And then just let the hands slide down. Just paint the wall in Tai Chi. Shoulders relax, elbows relax. When you come down, you're going to reverse back your hands just to shoulder height, and then down. Do it one more time. And release. Good. Staying with the Tai Chi, you're going to beat the drum. So you just let your arms swing side to side. You're moving. So it's through the core. So we're moving the core. We're twisting. And the arms are just kind of letting go. So we're not actually swinging the arms. The arms are just moving with the body. And just let them just kind of wrap around. So calling beat the drum because your hands will slap the sides of your body like they're beating a drum. So just nice and easy. Loosen the shoulders. We're warming up the body still. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One more time each. And center. Bring your feet out just a little bit wider. Inhale. Exhale, swan dive down so your legs are straightening. Bend those knees if you need to. Chin is tucked, hands below the head. At this point, you're going to sit down, almost like in a frog position, and then you're going to straighten the leg as you drop your head. Bend your knees, lift your head, straighten your legs, drop your head. Again. Only go as far as you can. I want you to make sure the toes and knees stay lined up and your heels stay on the floor. Back and forth. One more time each. Holding in the forward bend. We're going to go into a windmill, so hands together. You're going to sweep to the right first. Sweep to the right. I want you to reach as far as you can. Lifting up as high. And then you're going to go to the other side, dropping down. And then we're going to switch directions. Left, swing, reach. Good. Coming up to the right, exhale down. Center down. And then curl yourself up vertebrae by vertebrae. Taking it to the next level, bring your feet out a little bit wider. Toes turned out just a little bit. We're going to go into that windmill again, lifting up and then to the right, lifting up and over, dropping down, going over to the left side, sweeping up, switch directions so we don't get dizzy. Again, you can turn those toes slightly out if you need to accommodate the knees, go around the other way. Dropping down, sweeping over. We got one more. To the top. Okay, now from here, you're going to turn your toes a little bit further out. We're going to shift the body weight with this. So we're going to start with the right. So we're going into that kind of a Tai Chi movement. You're going to sweep. So the arms are going to sweep around to the right, but you're shifting your body weight. So now you're bending your right knee, left leg is straight. Then you're going to drop down, shift your body weight center. So now your both knees are bent. Shift to the left knee bent, right leg straight. Sweep up to the sky, and then we're going to stay that same direction. So sweeping down to the right, shifting center to the left, and up. One more time. Good. And then we're going to switch directions. So bend the left knee, sweep to the left, shift the whole weight center, both knees, and then right knee bent left, straight. Again. And we'll do one more time. Sounds like the mailman's here. My dog is barking. Release. And shake it out. Good job. Okay. We're going to go into feet hip width apart again. Chair poses. Inhale up. Exhale sitting back. So this is where we're starting our balance poses. Again, that chair is always helpful to help with your maintaining your posture or so you don't fall down. What I want you to do is keeping your hips back, toes and knees are forward. Pull your abdominals in and chest is open. Holding the chair pose. This is our first part. Inhale. Exhale. Right heel is going to come off the floor. So you're using your left leg more with this, but keep in mind that you're center with your core. And then right heel comes down, left heel comes up. Good. And then down. See if you can do both heels. You can do one at a time still if you need to. You can alternate. Try both heels if you can. If you notice, my body did not move. It's my heels that come up. Hips stay shifted back, chest stays open. Woo. Inhale. Exhale. And heels coming down and release. And exhale. Good. Inhale up. Swan dive down. Now just hang there. Chin is tucked. Feel it through the spine, hamstrings. Little break in the hips, in the back, and the legs. Just let yourself hang there. This is a great stretch to do throughout the day. Kind of reverse gravity. Take that pressure off the shoulders and the neck. You can always have your hands on your shins or your thighs if you need support. Go ahead and curl yourself up. Press your spine to the sky. Inhale. Exhale. And check it out. Okay. Again, that chair, if you need to, you can have it to the left side for this next part. This is going into a little bit of the ballet world. You're going to plant your left foot into the floor. All your weight is through that left leg, okay? And then your right leg is going to come off to the side. And I want you to start where your knee and the top of your foot are facing forward. So my hip is closed. Chair if you need to, nice and tall. I want you to have that weight there so you take your foot off the floor, nothing should happen. Okay, you're going to lift up and down. If you can, don't touch the floor. Stay tall, use your arm for balance. Have that pretend chair there. The chair is there to help you with your balance, but not to hold on for dear life. Good. If you have to tap the toe every once in a while, go ahead. Keep going, feel the legs burning. So you're strengthening and using those muscles in the thighs. Keep the hip down though. So you're working through the hip and the thighs. But we're also challenging those balance reflexes too. Good. Now we're going to pulse it out. Pulse. Woo. Keep going. Feel that lactic acid building up. 3, 2, and release. Shake it out. We're going to alternate legs. So same thing on the other side. So balance on the right, knee and the top of your foot facing forward. Move that chair to the side. All right, lifting out. Keeping that hip down as you lift the leg. Feel that through the thigh and the hip. Good. Inhale. You can always tap the toe if you need to. Exhale. There you go. Now pulse it out. You're going to feel this leg working already because it was already used as a stabilizer for the other side. So it doesn't take long for this one to activate. 3, 2, and release. Shake it out. All right, either switch the chair over or you can just move to the other side of your chair, whatever works best for you. Planting your left foot back down, right leg's out to the side. Get your weight into the left leg nice and tall. Chest is lifted. What I want you to do now is you're going to turn the hip. So now your knee and top of your foot are straight up. Chair or arms out to the side. We're going to lift up. The hip is open with this one now, but it stays down. The hip stays down. Good. You always can tap that toe back down if you need to, or challenge it by not touching the floor. There you go. You got it. Now pulse it out. Pulse up. Upward motion. Ooh. Keep that leg up there. 3, 2, and release. Check it out. Good job. Okay, switch sides. Planting your right foot. Again, go to the other side of your chair or switch your chair to the other side. And then left hip opened up, knee and toes out. And lift. Nice and tall. Again, you can tap your toe if you need to. If you want a little bit of challenge, don't let the toe touch the floor. Hip stays down. strengthening through the hip and the thighs. Engaging the core at the same time, and we're challenging our balance reflexes too. Let's pulse it out now. So lift the leg up, pulse, pulse. There you go. 3, 2, and release. Woo! Shake those out. Okay, last time switching to the other side. We're going to engage the core a little bit more with this. So planting your left foot, right leg is out to the side. I want you to open that hip again. So knee and toes are pointed out here. Left arm is out to the side or on the chair. Right arm is up. From here, elbow and knee, crunch, open, stretch, crunch, squeeze those oblique muscles right through here. Those work as a corset. They pull everything in. So we want to squeeze those muscles. Stretch as hard as you can. Squeeze, stretch. There you go. If you want to really challenge yourself, don't let your toe touch the floor. Open and then crunch. You got it. Let's do a couple more. Let's do 2 more from here. And then the last one is going to be a hold and pulse. There you go. 3, 2, and then stretch open. So we're not done yet. Stretch and open. Stretch and release. Good. That's where a lot of dancers have that long, lean look. Switching sides is that they work the muscle and then stretch the muscle. So that's where the dynamic stretching world comes from, or it mirrors that. Okay, knees turned out, hip is open. Left arm up and pull in, crunch those obliques. Squeeze. If you need to, if you're having a hard time contracting those muscles, take just your fingertips, put them on your oblique muscles. Just the fingertips will help your nerves through the muscle respond. Tell the brain, contract. And then the brain will then tell the muscle to squeeze. But it's just your fingertips. If you put your whole hand there, it's not going to have the same effect. Make sure the hip is open still. Let's do a few more. Crunch. I like a couple more. Hold and pulse. Whoop. Pulse, pulse. Hold together. 3, 3, 2, then stretch. Don't stop, stretch. You're gonna open it up now. And release. Good job. Shake it out. Bring your feet out wide. And take a little break on those balance exercises. Feet are out wide, toes are straight forward. Walk your hands down your thighs, your legs, and then you're going to walk your hands out into a wide stance downward dog. So fingers spread, your heels are on the floor. Shifting your hips back as you press your chest towards the back, toward your feet. Head between your arms. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Make sure your fingers are spread. You're distributing the weight all the way into your fingertips, so it's not just in the heel of your hand. And then your elbows are underneath, shoulders away from your ears, pressing your chest down. Inhale and exhale. Go ahead and walk your hands, not feet. Walk your hands back. And you're just going to hang out here. Chin is tucked. Shoulders released. Inhale. And exhale. Placing your hands below your head. Keep your legs straight so knees are locked. Shifting your hips side to side. And as you shift your hip, you're kind of pushing your hip out to the side. You're going to feel that through the outer hip and hamstrings. Inhale. Exhale. exhale. Center, and then curl yourself up vertebra by vertebra, pressing your spine to the sky. And then open up into a star, so you can turn your toes slightly out, lifting up and out, open the chest. So palms facing forward, and then I want you to push back, open up the body, inhale, exhale, and release. Okay, come on in. Combination we're going to be doing today, still use that chair. So we're going to go into the tree pose, from the tree pose into the airplane. So start with your left foot planted, toes are spread. I want you to root yourself into the floor. And then your right heel is going to be the kickstand to start with. Now if you already know the different phases of the tree pose, go ahead and go into that and challenge yourself a little bit longer. Open the hip, come up out of your hip, and then hands into namaste, and then reach your branches out. Again, if you know tree pose, go into what works for you. I'm going to take you into each phase individually. Second part, foot is along the side of the calf. I want you to make sure your foot is below. So here's my knee zone. My foot will always be completely below or completely above that knee. You never want to put pressure on the inside of that knee. Now if you want to go into the third position, depending on what pants you have, you want to push your foot into your thigh and your thigh into your foot. And then, of course, if you have pants on, it's a little bit harder. But do what works best for you, okay? I'm going to lower below the knee. That's kind of my sweet spot for me. So holding that pose, again, you can have that chair if you need it. But challenge those balance reflexes. Take your hand off the chair, at least keep it close if you need to. And if you sway, it's okay. Trees sway. Now what we're going to do is we're going to move into the airplane. You can watch me first. You're going to take your right foot up off the floor and it's going to come behind you. And you're going to hinge from your hips. And you're going to hinge forward until, if you can, parallel with the floor. You can always put your back foot on the floor if you need to. Chairs there also. Going into the full airplane, arms by the ears, chest and leg parallel with the floor if you can. Okay, you're going to go back into chair. So lift your chest up, bring your leg in, go back into tree, not chair. I think I said chair earlier. So find the tree. Okay. Airplane one more time. You can have your arms out to the side too. That's another option for airplane. Hinging forward. Bring yourself parallel with the floor if you can. So you're off to the side. I'm going to turn. See what it looks like to the side. You can always keep your back foot down if you need to. Okay, lower your foot and come out of it all together and shake it out. Good job. That's a tough one, especially if you're not taking that little breaks in between, you're touching the floor. Okay, we're going to switch sides. So spread your right toes, plant yourself into the floor, rooting yourself into the floor with the right leg. Kickstand with the left. Again, if you know tree, go into what works for you, or even the farthest phase, and then just hang out there. Reach those branches out. Hip is open, nice and tall. You're out of your right hip. And then find what works for you. So stay at the kickstand if you need to. Calf if you need to, but keep your foot below the knee. Or bring your foot all the way up. If you can even hold on to that leg too. Pushing your foot into your thigh, you push your thigh into your foot. This side's a little better for me on this side. You sway, it's okay. Okay, we're going to go into airplane. So take your left leg, let go, and you're going to go behind. Extend the leg behind you as you hinge forward. And again, you can have your arms straight out in front or out to the side. Bring yourself into your parallel with the floor. Neck is long. Find a focal point if you haven't yet. Okay, we're going to go back into that chair. So you're going to straighten yourself back up, chest is lifted. Bring your left foot back to your right leg. Chest is lifted, reaching for the sky. Good. You might find that one side's a little better than the other, and that's okay. So if you haven't noticed, this is my stronger side. Injuring my left foot in college. Oh, guinea pigs for each other for stress tests. All right, into airplane one more time. Left leg extended straight behind you, parallel with the floor with your chest and leg, arms by your ears. Pull your abdominals in, so work in the core still. And then you're going to come all the way out of it. Release and shake it out. Good job. Okay. Done for balance. Or at least for now. I might change my mind. Let's go out wide with the feet. We're going to go into that downward dog again. So feet are out nice and wide. Slide the hands down. And then you're going to walk your hands back out. Fingers spread. Only go out as far as you can. So if you want to challenge yourself, walk your hands out even further. But if it's too much for the shoulders to be out there in that inverted pose, walk your hands back. Heels on the floor, legs are straight. Shift your hips back as you press your chest down. Shoulders move away from the ears, elbows under. Spread your fingers as you distribute the weight between your hands through the fingertips. Inhale. Exhale. Walk your hands back. Walk your hands over to the right side. You can turn your right foot if it's a little more comfortable. Turn your right foot out. I like my toes out just a little bit as I turn. And that is okay. I want you to be comfortable through the hips, but still be challenged. All right, we're going to walk to the other side. Again, you can turn your foot out a little bit if you like. Turn to the left. Inhale. Exhale. And then walk your hands over to center. We're going to take your left hand to the floor. Right arm is going to come up and out. So you're turning, twisting to the right. Open up to the right side. If you can, have your right hand straight up to the sky. Both legs are still straight. Good. Lower down and switch sides. Your spinal twist. Open up. Again, switch. Alternating. Open up to the right. Right hand straight up to the sky. And down and switch. Last time. And down. And then you're going to pivot your feet. I want you to have your hands below your head. And then you're going to lift your toes up, pivot. And then lift your heels up, pivot. You're going to bring your feet in closer together. Keeping them straight. Head down. And I want you just to walk your feet in as far as you can. And when you find that sweet spot, hang out there. But make sure when you stop, the toes are straight forward. Toes and knees are straight forward. If you get your feet all together and the legs are straight, head is down, more power to you. Find that spot and hang out there. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Feel that through the back of the legs, hips, spine. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Curl yourself up, vertebra by vertebra. Pressing your spine to the sky. Inhale, reach for the sky as high as you can go. Lifting your chin and your chest. Feel that through the abdominals, through the chest. Holding the pose as you keep your chin and chest lifted. Keep your breathing going though. And then push your arms straight back, open through the front of the body. Chin is lifted up. So we're not letting the head fall backwards. Relax the chin down and then open your arms out wide. Open the chest. I want you to activate your back muscles, so your postural muscles, upper back and shoulders. Activate those muscles as the arms push open. Let your chest muscles stretch. Again, activate a little bit more through the back postural muscles, opening the chest a little bit more. Good. Inhale and exhale, release. Good. Shake it out. Going into mountain pose, palms facing forward, eyes gently closed. Inhale. Exhale. Let everything go. This was a very challenging exercise. Hopefully you feel spent, muscles have been used, balance reflexes have been challenged, but proud of yourself at the same time for what you accomplished. A lot of what we did helps with decreasing chances of falls, increasing your core strength. Inhale. Exhale. Eyes relaxed. Jaws relaxed. Teeth gently separate. Let your shoulders just melt down. Inhale. Exhale. Slowly open your eyes. Deep breath in and exhale. Again, reach for the sky as high as you can go. And exhale. One more time. And exhale. Push everything away. And namaste. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you liked the class. If you do, you can just click on the picture of me, subscribe, and you get notifications for the next ones for free. And then there's also a video if you'd like to click on other ones. Have a great day. See you next time.